Money and the law of attraction. How to actually manifest money using the law of attraction. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this video. What if I told you that our main thoughts about money were ultimately going to create the reality we experience around money? Let me give you an example. There was a time when I was struggling so bad financially that I literally could not pay for anything. And my girlfriend at the time was in debt just for our groceries, pretty much. And I didn't know what I could do about that. And I was trying to build the career that I have now. I wanted to be able to inspire millions of people a month. I wanted to be able to support myself, live where I wanted to live, not be stressed about money, not being able to not afford a camera that I wanted so I could make the videos, not be in that place. I knew what I wanted, but my reality was not so. And as I did reflection on this topic around money in my life, what I found was, when I dropped out of college when I was 19 years old, and I dropped out of school and I decided I was going to go backpack around the world. And I was disenfranchised with what I was learning in college, and I felt like it wasn't preparing me for me to be a happy and successful person for me personally. Now, for many people it's fantastic, but for my own personal goals, it wasn't fitting what I needed in my life at that time. So I left, and I developed a belief system while I was gone that everyone told me that college, if I dropped out, then I wouldn't be successful and I wouldn't ever be able to make any money and I wouldn't be able to support myself. So I decided in that moment, if that's true, money is not important and I don't want money. And I started to believe, as I eventually finished my travels and came back and wrote my first book about my travels and tried to build a career that I have today, what I actually began to tell myself was that I don't even care if I never make $1. I just want to be able to be happy. And 2 or 3 or 4 years went along on my career, and I was still pretty much struggling as much financially as I was when I started. And what I found was I had 3 main belief systems that were actually blocking money from my life. I had told myself that money isn't important. Money is very important in the arena of which it's used. And I used to rationalize that and say, well, it's not as important as happipiness. And it's like, well, what's more important, your arm or your leg, your left eye or your right eye? They're both important in the arena of which it's used. And that was a philosophy that money isn't important that was developed during eras and times where most people didn't have money. Like the Buddha, the Buddha's like, get rid of your worldly possessions or whatever. That's because the Buddha didn't have anything else to do, right? We weren't in a world of commerce then. The only game that you could play was to sit under the Bodhi tree and meditate for 48 hours or however long he meditated till he supposedly became enlightened. There was nothing to do, right? You didn't have to go really pay for any places to live, and high quality organic food didn't cost money. And if you wanted a farm, it didn't cost you $1 million or something like it does today, right? Like you didn't need to pay for insurance, right? You didn't have all of these things. You didn't need to buy toothpaste. You didn't need all these things. You didn't need to put your kids through college the way we do today. Now money is important in the arena of which it's used. And when I changed that philosophy to money isn't important to, yes, it is important. It is valuable, and it is something that I'm not going to push away from me anymore. My whole life changed because the law of attraction says that like attracts like. What that means is similar energies attract. Everything is energy. Your body is energy. It's energy moving at a very high speed of vibration, so it appears to be a solid object. Your thoughts are energy. They vibrate at a frequency that you cannot see, although you can feel and see the ramifications of those thoughts. You can see the effect of those thoughts. Cause and effect, cause the thought, effect the manifestation. Thoughts become things. Money is an energy. It is an energy. That's all it is. Really, more than anything, it's an idea. It's an idea that we made up of equal value exchange so that we could exchange goods, services, and commerce in a more orderly fashion. That's all it is. So money is energy, and your thoughts and you are energy. And the law of attraction says that like attracts like. So there are two energy systems, you and money. You can be in alignment with it or not. The belief system that I held that money was not important was actually blocking money in my life. Why? Because I was saying this thing isn't important subconsciously, so obviously I didn't attract it into my life. Obviously I struggled, and I had a belief system that it was somehow noble to do that, and I shouldn't make money off my dreams, which is the most ridiculous belief system. So you're supposed to make money at things you don't like, but you're not supposed to make it at things you do like? That doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to go get a job you don't want to make money, and then the thing you care about and is your dream, you're supposed to do it on the weekend in your free time? No, that doesn't make any sense at all, but I believe that. I thought I was somehow bad or wrong if I made money off of my passion and my dream, and that I was going to be a bad person if I ended up having a surplus of money rather than a total absence and debt of money, which is what my now wife and I had at the time, was debt. We didn't have a surplus of it. And so what I invite you to do is to ask yourself those similar types of questions. What are your main beliefs around money? Do you believe money isn't very important? Because if you do, you're not going to have much of it in your life. Imagine saying to your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or your wife or your child that they're not that important. What do you think they're going to do? As an energy system, that person is kind of going to run away from you. And if it's a romantic relationship or a friendship, they're likely going to leave you. Well, money is the same thing. You've got to treat it the same way. Money has ears and it'll hear when you call, just as the same as when you call a person into your life or try to remove a person from your life by saying you're not very important. Ask yourself, what are your thoughts and beliefs in relation to money? Do you believe that it's not that important? Do you believe that if you have it, other people are going to lose? Who do you serve by not having money? You don't help a kid in Africa by not having money. In fact, you actually help a kid in Africa by having more money, because then you have money to give. You don't help people by thinking that if you have money or make a lot of it, that you're somehow bad and wrong. That doesn't help the world. It's the opposite. You need it to be able to serve. You need it in order to if somebody has a cool idea, if there's a waiter or a waitress that you like, and you just like love them and they're telling you about their dreams and they're about to go travel, but they've been saving forever because they're only making minimum wage. And if you have $100, man, you could just slip them $100 on a $40 bill. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, think about the good you would do. And think about how supercharged they would be. They'd probably go return that favor back to somebody else. There's a domino effect that when you change your relation with money, you can have a bigger impact in the world, because money only makes you more of what you are. It's a magnifying glass for your personality and your character. And so my question to you is to ask yourself those. Do you think money isn't that important? Have you made that decision that, well, it's not as important as happiness? Man, they're both important to me. I don't choose happiness over health or time freedom over happiness. Time freedom is important to me. Having financial freedom is important to me. Having great health is important to me. Having awesome friendships is important to me. Having love is important to me. Having a career I care about is important. I don't have to pick one of those things. They're all important to me, and they're all part of living a full and complete life. I want all of those things, not one of those things. Don't make me pick God. Please don't make me pick one of them so that you'll bring me to heaven. No, get rid of that belief system that there's this like God that's sitting there judging. Oh, you have some money, you're a bad person now. No, you're not getting. No, it doesn't work like that. If anything, it's the opposite. God is an energy field, an energy source, and you get to live your life as an extension of God, as a piece of God. You get to live life more fully when you actually have abundance. You get to give more. You get to go travel more. You get to put your kids through the best schools, have better health insurance. You get to drive the car you want to drive, help the church you want to help, give to your friends that you want to give to. You get more options in life. And so what I'm inviting you to consider is to ask yourself, what are your core beliefs around money? Because those beliefs are ultimately going to put you in a position to attract more or repel money into your life. And that's what I did. I repelled money. And when I examined those things, I made a conscious decision to sit down and say, what are my real belief systems around money? I believe that it's good. I believe that I receive it when I render more service. When I'm not stressed about money, I can be more creative. I can make better videos. I can sit down and make these videos if I'm not worried about if I'm gonna be able to have my electricity on tomorrow to keep making videos, right? So I invite you to reflect on those and to ask yourself, what are yours? Because that is the basis of money and the law of attraction. Your bank account is a perception of the way you view yourself in your world and the service that you provide to the world, because money is a reward for service rendered. So have an absolutely beautiful day. Make sure you download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com. It's right there down below. And you can use that to retrain your subconscious mind and your limiting beliefs, your thought patterns, and your behaviors in relation to money. Because it's all subconscious. You can literally brainwash yourself in order to experience more success and prosperity in your life. jakeshypnosis.com. It's free. Download that down below and start using that today. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So it's a new change in YouTube. Even if you already subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notification right there. Hashtag down below, I love money. Hashtag down below, I love money. And you may love it for any reason. Maybe it's to go give it away. Maybe it's for you to have better health, more options for your kids. It doesn't matter. Choose why money is good and you'll see you're able to give more and receive more.